guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this mid-monthly reading for the month of November 2017. Can't believe that we're already halfway through the month of November and nearly at the end of the year. It's amazing. So for this mid-monthly reading today, I will be pulling 3 cards from these 2 decks that you see here. The Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and I'll be using that deck to take a look at the area of love and romance. And then I'll be pulling another 3 cards from the Good Tarot deck, also by Colette Baron-Reid, focusing on the career and finance portion of the reading. For those of you who haven't already taken a look at the monthlies for November, please do. They're already posted. They have been posted on my channel. And the monthly reading is really, it's a very general overview of the energy surrounding each sign for the month. This mid-monthly reading is really more focused on these 2 specific areas. Okay, so if you're interested in just a more general reading, then I'd encourage you to take a look at the, the monthly reading for November. Also, another thing that I would encourage you to do is to watch not just the video for your sun sign, but also for your moon sign and your rising sign. Obviously these are general readings for everybody, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. But when you watch, all 3 videos, they really come together very nicely and sort of offer a more holistic, a very complete, or at least more complete overview of what's going on or the energy surrounding you during that time period. So I would encourage you to do that. If you would, however, like a more personalized reading, right, to focus specifically on something that is going on in your life right now, a decision that you might be looking to make, then you would really need a personalized reading, a private reading with me. If you're interested in that, you can take a look at my site, which is changingphasestarot.weebly.com. You'll find information about the types of readings that I offer there and pricing. You can also send me an email, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. And I also would encourage you to join me on Facebook. That way you can send me messages a little easier on there. It's Changing Phases Tarot Readings is my page on Facebook. Right, so let's get started. I will see you in 1 second after the shuffle. Bye for now. Hi Pisces, hope you're doing well and having a nice month. I'm here to do your mid-monthly reading for the month of November 2017. So I'll begin with the career and finance portion of the reading, and I have already been shuffling and meditated off camera. Just give the cards a few more shuffles here. So Spirit, what does Pisces, the water sign Pisces, what does Pisces need to know in the area of career and finance, mid-month November 2017. Spirit, please give me the messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know in the area of career and finance, mid-month November 2017. One more shuffle. A lot of cards that rolled over right there. So, thought that felt right, not yet. Okay, that feels right. Here we go. Divide the deck into 3. Okay. And we have, as your first card in the past position, the Ace of Water. In the present position, Major Arcana number 8, Strength. And future position, 6 of Fire. This would be the 6 of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. And the card at the bottom of the deck. This would be the overall energy for this 2-week period. We have the 2 of Earth. This would be the 2 of Pentacles in the traditional deck. Nice. Okay, let me just pull our cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck now. So this will be for the love and romance portion of the reading. So Spirit, what does Pisces need to know in the area of love romance, relationships for mid-month November 2017. What does Pisces need to hear? What are the messages for Pisces? Love and romance. Mid-month November 2017. What does Pisces need to hear? Love and romance. Mid-month November 2017. Okay. All right. So we have in the first position, this will be the past energy. We have card number 18, Serendipity. In the middle position, present energy, card number 42, Chop Wood. And the future position is Between Worlds, card number 3. And the overall energy for the 2-week period for love, romance, and relationships, we have Imagine. This is card number 20, Imagine. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me just set the cards up so we can see them a little better. And I will be right back to get into the reading. All right, Pisces, so I've set everything up here. And we'll begin with the back row of cards. This is the career and finance part of the reading. So again, the overall energy that you have for the last 2 weeks of November is the Two of Earth. Now, Earth energy, the Earth suit in the Tarot, this is the Pentacles. It has to do with material wealth, those tangible things that we can manifest here in the physical world, right? So it's sort of how we putting our thoughts and our actions into actually manifesting things that we are able to, see and touch here in the physical realm. So this is associated with our work, our careers, the work that we do, and the money that we are paid for performing that task or that work. It's also about the material possessions that we accrue from the money that we earn, right? And you see here, the woman, she is juggling the 2 pentacles here. In the traditional tarot, there's a person and he's sort of juggling, and the circles, they make kind of the infinity sign, right? The number 8 or the infinity, but it has to do with balance, right? It is a card. The 2s are usually about some type of sort of relationship, partnership, something along those lines, but it also has to do with balancing. And the Two of Earth, this could be it could be you needing to find over the next 2 weeks that balance between different areas of your life. This could be between work and play, so work and your home life, your family life, finding that balance. It could be you juggling your finances, right? Trying to make ends meet. And here in the U.S., we do have quite a big holiday coming up, which is Thanksgiving. And, in the holiday season, many people do end up kind of spending more than normal because you have the get-togethers. It's buying the extra food, things that you wouldn't usually buy in your weekly grocery shopping expedition. So it's finding the extra money, juggling everything that's coming up over the next 2 weeks. But relating this to career and finances, if it's on the career front, it could be you trying to find more balance between your career and your home life over the next 2 weeks. If this is finances, this could be you, like I said, just kind of trying to juggle and make ends meet, and really juggling, keeping everything up in the air, right? All of the pentacles or all of the balls up in the air, but doing so with grace, you see she's very graceful. She looks very content, right? Even though she's quite difficult to keep both of the coins up in the air at the same time, she's not letting them fall. She knows that she's capable. She's able to juggle everything that life brings and kind of throws her way. So it's and with the 6 of Fire as the outbound energy, I would say that you are managing to do this, and you will be victorious, right? So whatever it is that you're being asked to juggle, you're going to do it, right? And you are victorious in that. But let's get into the other cards here. So we start off with the Ace of Water as our past energy. Water energy, this is the cup suit in the tarot, and the cup suit has to do with our emotions, our feelings. It also has to do with intuition, but generally, how what we feel and how our emotions sort of influence our relationships, our behavior, right? Everything that kind of we do in our lives, how our emotions and feelings tie in with that. The Ace of Water, this is an offering, right? And the aces they're yes cards, they're very positive cards, but they're also sort of that divine hand of the universe extending out, and extending this. Usually it's a chalice, right? The Ace of Cups in the traditional deck, there's a chalice being extended, out of the clouds. It's sort of the universe coming in and offering you this wonderful new opportunity, something that's going to bring great emotional fulfillment, right? Overflowing abundance. So this, in the past position, this could have been an offer coming in, that you maybe received, leading into the last 2 weeks of the month, possibly around the beginning of November or even at the end of October. But whatever this new offer was, and this could be many different things, right? Since this is a work and career finance focused part of the reading, this could be a new offer of a job that is going to bring you great emotional fulfillment and happiness. This could be a new project coming in, right? Anything that's going to bring you great amounts of joy, because the overflowing cup, that's what it's all about. It's abundance, but abundance of love and abundance of happiness. Something, because we can hopefully, right, we can love the work that we do. Not everybody or every job, but when we're in that career that we really feel that it's really in line with our life's purpose, we can feel very in love with that creative project or venture or opportunity or career. So it's this can be a new creative venture. So maybe this came in and whatever it was, you were very happy, right? It made you very happy and brought great fulfillment and abundance to your life. Where you are right now in the present, and obviously present is time is malleable as we listen to the readings, right? So whenever you're hearing this, that's the right time for you, and that would be the present. You have the Major Arcana, the Strength card. So Major Arcana, these cards are kind of, the divine, show that there's some type of divine intervention or, divine orchestration at play here with the Strength. This is Major Arcana. So it's, it's a very powerful card. We see that the woman is here with the beautiful lion, and it is a card that obviously speaks of strength, but it's not physical strength, right? It's not about somebody being physically strong. It's about the emotional strength and the endurance and the going the distance, right? And just knowing that everything does happen in divine timing, and knowing that whatever obstacles might arise, right? Whatever we are asked to juggle, we have the staying power, we have the endurance, we have the strength to do that. So it seems like, whatever this is, you're just working through it, right? You're feeling very confident, you're feeling very strong, you're working through whatever it is that you have to face here. And ultimately, we see with the Six of Fire as the outbound energy, you're successful here, right? So definitely this is, a very nice reading, because it shows that, you are achieving whatever it is you have set out to achieve. You're able to do that. You have the willpower, you have the strength of mind to, get the things done. So the Six of Fire, and it's interesting because in this deck, this would be the Six of Wands in the traditional deck, the traditional tarot. But starting off with the suit of fire, this is, the fire suit in the tarot is a suit that deals with action, right? So, the cup suit is all about emotions, right? We talked about the earth, which is possessions, material things we can touch and feel. The fire is all about action. And, the daily activities that we do, working away, toiling away. So it's our jobs. It's also a very creative energy, right? So typically the suit of fire has to do with acting on our thoughts. So whatever we have planned, right? The suit of with the suit of air, the suit of fire comes in to kind of really make things happen, right? So it's about creativity, transformation. It's obviously a very passionate, sort of ambitious, motivational energy. And the Six of Wands itself is a card that speaks um, of being a victor, right? In the traditional tarot deck, it's the man sort of riding in, carrying the wreath of the laurel of victory, and he's, you know, looking very proud of himself because he was able to defeat people in battle, and so he's victorious. So it is about, in the career sense, this could be you gaining some type of accolades, right? Completing something here with this new endeavor. Maybe this was, you know, a new job offer that came in, or you were promoted, you received a promotion, a pay raise, you received an offer to be part of a new creative project. You've been working very hard, juggling everything, but ultimately by the end of the month, you will be, you know, people will be paying attention to you. If you have been applying for different things, you know, this could be people just paying attention to you. It's all about you being kind of in the limelight and really sort of stepping into the limelight and you know, basking in that awareness of other people, right? Other people are really noticing the great job that you have been doing here. It's interesting because this card, even though it is the Six of Fire, that's what I started saying in the beginning, this makes me think of the Six of Swords, because we have a ship here, right? Even though the ship is kind of floating through the clouds, and you know, it looks like it's catching on fire with all the fire energy around it, and there are 5 other balloons floating around it. That makes me think of the Six of Wands. I'm sorry, the Six of Swords, because on that card, there's the woman traveling away, moving away across water in the boat, leaving behind, you know, a choppy waters and heading into calmer waters. And, you know, I do almost get that feeling off of the card that, you know, maybe, and especially with the Strength card here, maybe things have been a little choppy or things have been a little difficult for you, but you're powering through it and you are victorious in the end. So, you know, definitely could be receiving some type of, you know, award or just recognition, not necessarily an award, but just recognition really for a job well done here. So it looks like this is very nice to have at the end of the month. So maybe there's a bonus coming in, right? With this Ace of Water and you're, you know, juggling everything. Maybe you do receive this, you know, promotion or a bonus, but you're definitely successful in whatever it is that you're dealing with here. So very nice. Good for you here, Pisces. I like that. Okay, moving on. Let's look at your love and romance part of the reading. So we have as the overall energy for the 2-week period, card number 20, Imagine. And I love this card. It kind of makes me, obviously with the title of the card, makes me think of the John Lennon music, right? The song Imagine. But this card itself has to do with really visualization and creative thoughts and kind of turning our thoughts, whatever we dream we become, whatever we are able to imagine and think up and dream about and visualize for our lives. It's that the power of kind of aligning our feelings and our thoughts and our dreams and, you know, bringing them into reality. So, you know, turning this towards like a romantic type of relationship or even a friendship, it's a card that tells us that, you know, it might be easy to sit there and daydream about, you know, what our perfect partner is like and, you know, connecting with that soulmate, finding that soulmate connection. While that's very nice and romantic, you know, if you really want that to happen, you just need to go for it, right? You need to go after it. If you just sit at your desk all day or sit in your, you know, your car dreaming about that perfect relationship, it's not going to, most of the time, kind of drop out of the clouds. Sometimes it can, right? But it's really more about moving on it, right? It's time to move. It's time to move beyond this daydream, just the imagination, and really bring that daydream into fruition, into reality, okay? So, you know, it's kind of a yes card, but it's more of a pushing you towards what you need to do card, okay? And we'll see how that plays out here. So, oh, that's funny. I just noticed. So this is card 20, right? And I was just saying that things don't kind of fall out of the sky, but we see here the first card that you have in the past is serendipity, which is all about things kind of good fortune, good luck, and things falling out of the sky. So that's funny. Sorry. So the green here, you know, obviously we have the four-leaf clover, and serendipity has to do with those unexpected events that happen in our lives, right? The opportunities that kind of fall out of the sky, drop out of nowhere. You know, and this good luck and good fortune appearing sometimes through signs and symbols, you know, that kind of magical alignment of events, of things, right? And to do with a relationship, this is really just kind of divine guidance here. This is the universe stepping in and saying, all right, you know, you're going to be at the right place at the right time for the right person to just kind of fall into your life, right? To fall and to appear into your life. So you might, in the past position, you might have already met somebody, right? In this manner, this just sort of out of nowhere. You might have been on a business trip and, you know, sitting in the airport waiting for the flight, or maybe a flight was canceled and you were supposed to be, you know, back home already, but you ended up staying at the airport and met somebody who was also, you know, laid over at the airport. So it's that kind of thing. You weren't exactly expecting it. It's not like you know, you scheduled to, if you're single, of course, I'm talking as if you're not partnered, but, you know, you scheduled to go on one of those like speed dating things, you know, or a dating group, something. It's not that type of thing where you're kind of going there with a plan and then, oh, you end up meeting somebody nice. It's really not that. It's kind of the, you know, oops, it's out of nowhere. Somebody appears. So this is definitely either spirit bringing somebody into your life. They've already done that, or somebody will be coming into your life over, you know, the next couple of weeks. So pay attention to the signs, to the synchronicities, right? The serendipity card is all about synchronicities and unexpected timings, good fortune, right? But something you're definitely not planning here. You have in the present position card 42, which is about, it's called chop wood, but it's a card that has to do with, you know, the daily grind, the things that we do every day. It's the, you know, the mundane tasks that we have to kind of go through. But it's also about being grounded, right? Being grounded in the sort of everyday experience, being humble. And, you know, if we try to tie this or link this to a relationship, it's just really about, you know, paying attention to the here and now, right? So focusing on the here and now. And I think with the Imagine card there, it's another message to really say, you know, come down into the earthly realm here. Be grounded, you know, get your head out of the clouds and pay attention to these unexpected things. Pay attention to, you know, the day-to-day activities, because it looks like, you know, what you're looking for, the person you're looking for, the relationship you're looking for, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Could be just friendship, could be, you know, any type of relationship here, but it's here in the present, right? And that's where you'll find it. So, you know, focus on that. And if you are already partnered up, so if this already happened and if you're in a relationship, this is just a card that says, you know, pay attention to the joy that you get from doing these everyday things with somebody else, right? It might seem very mundane, but as you're there, you know, sitting next to the person, watching TV or, you know, washing dishes, just really pay attention to them, focus on them, right? Give that time to have that connection with the other person. So, you know, it's kind of like what's going on in your relationship. Yes, you might be just sort of caught up in this, you know, very day to day, you know, going through the motions kind of thing. But sometimes there's beauty to be found in moments like that with the other person, right? And your relationship right now, it might just be very easy, very simple, right? So just be present, right? Just be here. And what you have in the outbound, as the outbound energy, is it's card number 3, and it's called Between Worlds. And this is a card of transition. So again, if I feel as if with the other cards that you have in the reading, I feel as if this is more for people who are not coupled. It doesn't, it could be for somebody already in a relationship, but I feel like it's more, you're in a transition period right now. So many of the, Pisces listening right now, I think that you're kind of moving out of one situation. So this could be you moving out of a time of being single. Somebody comes in, you're really bringing that into the reality. And so you're moving, from these waters here with this darkness, this kind of darker time, into beautiful, you can see the flamingo is moving into this beautiful new energy here. And we have, it looks like there are, looks like butterflies flying around. It's very beautiful, and things are definitely changing, but for the better. So even though you might feel as if you're a little bit, and many times when you get out of one relationship, you do need that sort of in-between time, right? To work on yourself, to kind of figure out who you want to bring into your life, if you want to bring anybody into your life. It's that kind of energy, but it's kind of like the time, moving out of the month of November, you're really moving out of this time of, being stuck in between worlds. It's time for you to sort of move on and move into this new phase of your life, this new chapter of your life. And with the Imagine card there, and then this, beautiful new events coming in, I would say that there's definitely an opportunity, to meet somebody kind of out of nowhere. And I think that you are, really focusing on this new opportunity, and I think that you're going to head towards it here. So I think it's a very nice message for this last part of the month of November. And this might not happen. This isn't sort of a quick change, right? You're sort of here. It does take time to move in. So this might end up, if you're meeting the person around the end of, if this isn't in the past, if this is sort of now heading more into December, the transition or the change might actually take place during the month of December. But it definitely seems like it's, it's on the horizon here. So it's definitely coming in for you, Pisces. So I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I would encourage you to take a look at, or be looking out for, rather, in the month of December. I'll be putting out the general reading, also the mid-monthly reading, focusing on career and romance. But I will also put out a 2018, this is an extra reading, focusing on, the upcoming year for all of the astrological signs coming out during the month of December. So be looking out for that. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the month. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.